right at the same time. Hello, Sean, Isabel. I'm doing alright, Isabel. How are you? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm Travis Bateman, and I am joined with Corey Graves. And Corey, we know, how is your wife feeling after what happened last week? She's got second-degree burns, but hopefully she'll be back soon. Well, we do wish your wife Carmella a speedy recovery after what happened last week, but let's focus on tonight. Apparently Alexa Bliss will be hosting a Moment of Bliss tonight. I'm very curious on what that's going to be all about, but also Rhea Ripley, one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, will go one-on-one with the resilient troublemaker Isabel, who will be making her in-ring return tonight on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Isabel medically cleared to wrestle, and she'll be taking on the Australian powerhouse Rhea Ripley. I don't like Isabel's chances, but I guess anything is possible. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Down. Adrenaline in my soul. Here comes Cody Rhodes, a man who we haven't seen since Survivor Series. I see Isabel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Well, remember, we have not seen or heard from Cody Rhodes since Survivor Series. Wow. Because at the Survivor Series, he defeated Aleister Black in an ambulance match. Oh, Cody Rhodes has got a smile on his face as always. If there's one thing we can say about Cody, he's always got a smile on his face. So, what do you want to talk about? Washington, D.C., what do you want to talk about? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Well, I'll tell you what I can tell you what I want to talk about. Now that Aleister Black is finally out of my sight and out of my life and in an ambulance, I can now put my focus on regaining my WWE Championship. So Ethan Page, I'm officially challenging you tonight for the I'm back and better than ever. Wait a minute. Hey, look who it is. A former WCW GM and former CEO of it, Eric Bischoff, and not forget he's a former Raw General Manager, Eric Bischoff. Hello, Monday Night Raw. I'm back. I see you all missed me. Eric. You know, Cody, my first act as interim Raw General Manager, Cody Rhodes, I will grant you your request. You will receive a match with Ethan Page tonight. However, Ethan's title will not be on the line. That has to be earned, Cody. If you can defeat Ethan, then you will get your title match. My second act as interim Raw General Manager. Oh, what the hell? Drew McIntyre, what the hell is he doing here? Drew McIntyre just claimed Cody Rhodes. This man was fired last week. My second act as the interim Raw General Manager is rehiring Drew McIntyre. You see, Teddy Long unfairly fired Drew last week, and so I gave him a contract, and he had signed it. So that means from now on, this man now has a contract that states that Drew McIntyre must be treated fairly and treated like a top star. And he can and I have put a clause where he can never be fired. Thank you very much, Eric. You're a reasonable man. I accept this contract. Look at this. Drew McIntyre has signed that. It seems like an ironclad-like contract that Eric Bischoff has given him. And Eric Bischoff, well, we've always known Eric Bischoff. We've always known Eric Bischoff has been a snake. We've always known Eric Bischoff's been the snake type. Well, Eric Bischoff is our interim GM of Raw, and he's already made a controversial decision bringing back Drew McIntyre. I wouldn't call that controversial. I would call that a smart decision. You can't have a guy like Drew McIntyre as a free agent. You finished your Pokemon Fire Red, and you finished all 7 islands, and you're a 2-time champion. Awesome. Apparently you can get Deoxys in the Switch version, because I've seen a few content creators actually shiny hunt Deoxys. Well, we're already off to a chaotic start here on Raw. Eric Bischoff making a controversial decision. But here we go. It's time for our first match. Good review of SmackDown. Well, thank you. The following contest is a mixed tag team match set for one fall. Making their way to the ring, Dean Franklin and Sally Dennis. Sally Dennis making her way to the ring alongside Dean Franklin, and it looks like they're taking on the reunion of, I guess, of Chase U. They're taking on Andre Chase and Thea Hale. Because last week Sally Dennis defeated Thea Hale, but it wasn't thanks to a bit of outside help from Fallon Henley. I am a grown-ass woman. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if you saw it, but the Bellas and Alexa had a backstage segment where Brie said her and Nikki are next for the tag team titles. Fans booed. Well, yeah, because they didn't do anything to deserve a shot at the titles. And their opponents, the team of Andre Chase and Thea Hale. Well, I guess you can call this a Chase U reunion, sort of. Yes, my dad was angry that Collingwood lost. Well, let's not forget last week, Thea Hale went one-on-one with Sally Dennis, but Thea Hale came up short in that match. Yeah, but Andre Chase also stuck his nose in where it didn't belong. He came out, Dean Franklin was trying to help his girl Sally out. And then Andre Chase stuck his nose where it didn't belong. And that is why this mixed tag team match is happening here tonight. Well, Andre Chase felt he had to do what he felt was right. Help out his former Chase U student. Yeah, but didn't they make it clear they didn't want Thea Hale back after her actions? Well, Andre Chase is a very forgiving man. I think that's the best part about Andre Chase. He is always a forgiving man. And Dean Franklin on top of Andre Chase. Dropping the elbows on the leg of Andre Chase. Come on, Andre! Well, still to come tonight here on Raw. Isabel will be in action. She'll be taking on Rhea Ripley. It's going to be a tough task for Isabel here tonight. Well, Isabel's been medically cleared to wrestle, but as you said, I don't like Isabel's chances. She's got a busy week ahead of her this week. Not only this match with Rhea Ripley tonight, but she and Blake are going to take a trip down to NXT to face Azumi and Tracy Lara. And now Andre Chase climbs up to the top rope, and a big cross body takes down Franklin. Oh man! Tag made. Here comes Thea Hale and Sally Dennis, now the legal woman. This is under mixed tag rules. And now Thea hammering away on Sally. And now Thea Hale all fired up. Clothesline into the corner. The ever energetic Thea Hale. Oh, went for a drop kick, but Sally Dennis moved out of the way. And Dean Franklin and Sally Dennis once again regain the advantage. I mean, come on, Bateman. I know you can't stand Sally and Dean, but just look at how impressive that these two have been since their arrival here on Monday Night Raw. There's not many superstars on this roster that can say in their first few matches on the main roster they've beaten multi-time world champions. Sally Dennis, her first few matches, she beat Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. And Dean Franklin, he beat Cody Rhodes in the United States title tournament. Yes, it is very impressive that these two newcomers to the main roster have made quite the impact. They have made quite the impact since their arrival. Oh, Sally went for a moonsault. Sally's afloat. Sally's afloat. Sally's afloat. Sally's afloat. Kiss it, you losers! And Sally obviously not a fan of those chants. And now Sally with a neck snap to Thea Hale. Oh, and a knee right to the face. Oh, and now Thea trying to mount a comeback. Sally trying to mount to a comeback, but Thea Hale, Sally trying to mount to a comeback. Now Thea finally mounting a comeback. And now Thea has the arm. Oh, and Andre! And now Thea, and now Thea mounting a comeback. Neck breaker! And there's the swinging neck breaker. Down goes Dennis. Hooks the leg. Oh, and a kick out. Oh, that was very close. Thea Hale almost forced Sally Dennis, almost pinned Sally Dennis there. And now Dean Franklin now all fired up. Now obviously the big Dino now starting to fire up. And now Andre Chase firing up. And Andre Chase with a side effect. And Andre Chase has Dean. Oh, teachable moment. And that could be it. The teachable moment. And Sally breaks it up. And Sally breaking it up. And now Thea Hale going after Sally on the outside. And now Thea Hale and Sally going at it on the outside. You knew it was only a matter of time. Oh man, and Sally taking out Hale. And and a face buster to boot. And now these two girls just continue to fight amongst themselves on the outside as Dean Franklin now has the advantage on Andre Chase. He's got Andre Chase right where he wants him. And here it comes, the fade to obscurity. And that'll do it. Franklin and Dennis get the win. And you stand next to me. The feel that you can. Here are your winners, the team of Dean Franklin and Sally Dennis. Triple H, I'm going to make Randy a heel so the fans will cheer. Cody, fans, Randy. Triple H shocked. Hashtag backfired. Yep. He thought the fans would feel sympathy towards Cody, but it backfired. That's all I'm saying. Turning Randy heel was never going to work. Dean Franklin and Sally Dennis pick up the win over the reunioned Chase University. I'm telling you, Dean and Sally are future champions here on Raw. And I think that these girls are these two are future champions on Raw. Thank you very much for this contract, Eric. You're welcome, Drew. Look, I want to stretch my, I really want to stretch my legs. Hey, Eric, what the hell was that, man? You're bringing back this man after what he did last week? Matt Cardona, I'm not really interested in your concerns. Well, this man was causing trouble last week. Oh, you got a problem with that, Zachy boy? We got a problem here, Zachy boy? You mad I put the OTC on the shelf? Is that it, Zachy boy? The Usos aren't here either because I took their asses out. Well, you know what? You know what, Matt Cardona? Or Zack Ryder, whatever the bloody hell your name is now. If you've got issues with Drew, then you two will settle your issues in the ring tonight. How does that sound to you? That sounds great. because I'm always ready. Oh, you won't be ready for this beating tonight, boy. Well, Eric Bischoff already looking after Drew McIntyre, giving him a match. Oh, hey, it was Matt Cardona who started it. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, Fallon Henley. Well, it's about time Fallon Henley got some airtime here on Raw. Well, Fallon has a big opportunity here tonight. She takes on the new Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter, who has been back home in the UK promoting WWE while being the World Champion. Oh, nice to see Jamie Hayter back in the back in the States, and this is her first match as World Champion. And her opponent, she is the new Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter. Oh, Jamie Hayter getting a huge ovation as she makes her way to the ring. Listen to this reaction for Jamie Hayter. The woman that won the Women's World title back home in the UK at the Survivor Series. And I'll tell you one thing, Asuka has been livid ever since. Yeah, Asuka has been fuming ever since that Jamie Hayter won her championship. But Jamie Hayter tonight is going to be better not underestimate Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley is a former North American champion and a former television champion. Exactly. Jamie cannot take Fallon lightly. She's a former North American and television champion. He cannot take this cowgirl lightly. Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter. Shut up! Fallon Henley obviously not liking the fans rallying behind Jamie Hayter. You know what a big win this could be for Fallon Henley. Jamie Hayter's undefeated, never been pinned in a one-on-one match. This would be the biggest win of Fallon's career if she could pull off something that has never been done here on the main roster. Well, Jamie has only lost one singles match. That was to Emily Bell all the way back in NXT. But here on the main roster, she's undefeated. And now Hayter covers Fallon and a kick and a kick out. Far and wide, a lying is away. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Well, you knew this was gonna happen. Here comes Asuka and the rest of her group, the Empress Empire. Well, looks like they're just going to be watching on the staging area. You knew Asuka was going to come out here eventually, and Fallon Henley now from behind, looking to take advantage. And now Fallon Henley looking to take advantage of the Empress's distraction. And now, Fallon Henley taking full advantage of the distraction made by Asuka and her empire, who clearly are not finished with Jamie Hayter. Well, I don't think Asuka's going to be done with Jamie Hayter until she regains her championship. Oh, and look at that, shoulder first. What a big win this could be for Fallon Henley. Oh, and Jamie now, and Jamie counters. And now Jamie now starting to fire up. Oh, and now Jamie Hayter starting to fire up. And now the Women's World Champion starting to fire up, and a huge splash off the top. Fallon Henley now in big trouble. And now Hayter. And Jamie Hayter! Hayterade! And there's the Hayterade to Henley. That could be over. And Henley puts her foot on the rope. Henley putting her foot on the rope, saving herself the last minute. Great strategy there by Henley, putting her foot on the rope. You got to hand it to her. That was pretty clever. Oh, Jamie with an elbow, and now Jamie with the elbows, and now Jamie firing back again. And now Fallon now with the with a suplex. And Fallon with a suplex, looking for a huge upset here over Hayter, and a kick out. This could be a huge upset here. This could be a huge upset. I was looking for the hoedown. Bam! Oh my God! And Jamie's head and Fallon's head just got taken off from that Haterade. Sweet dreams, Henley, and Jamie gets the win. Here is your winner, the Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter picking up the win. And Jamie Hayter staring back into the eyes of Oscar. Oscar's on the apron. Come on. Come on. And Oscar badly wants to, it looks like Oscar badly wants to get in the ring, but the rest of the Empress Empire are trying to tell Oscar to calm down, and look at that, and the rest of the Empress Empire calming down the Empress, and she gets off the apron. Well, you know, Oscar wants her rematch for the Women's World Championship, but let's not forget she embarrassingly lost to Harley Cameron when Harley made her Raw debut. Yeah. Time for Monday Night Raw to feel the wrath. What do you think, Minnie Harley? I don't know, Harley. You did beat Oscar in your Raw debut. Well, that was thanks to a lot of help from Jamie Hayter, though. Are you sure? I mean, beating a former world champion is a big deal. Oh, I know. You know, Minnie Harley, I think it's time for a little song for the fans here tonight. And that song is called What the Hell Are You Doing? Oh, hi, Indy. Look at this Jamie. Look at this Jordan. Are you mentally insane? You got a little puppet? Who are you calling puppet? You better not talk to Minnie Harley like that. She's pretty feisty. You know, I've actually got a better song. I was gonna have a song planned, but since you're here, Indy, I think you would really like to hear this, okay? This song is called Indy Went From Being a Chosen One to an Egotistical Bitch. Dun, 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 dun. There was once a girl named Indy Harwell. She was handpicked by the CEO, yeah, and then she was gifted everything. She won every title, got WrestleMania moments, and then eventually, when she lost everything, she started becoming an egotistical bitch. Oh yeah, went from a chosen one to an egotistical bitch. Jordan, get her. Went from a, oh look out! Oh come on, I was enjoying that. I was enjoying that. And now Jordan Grace beating the hell out of Holly Cameron. Who the hell do you think you are, huh? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? And Jordan Grace beating the hell out of Holly Cameron. Give me the stupid guitar. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look out. Oh, man. Oh, right across the back of Holly. Indy Harwell using the guitar on the back of Holly. What are you looking at, Mini Holly, huh? Oh. And Indy Harwell just punched a little puppet. Indy Harwell just punched Mini Holly. And now Jordan Grace with the juggernaut driver to Holly. Now that is funny. Let's go, Jordy. Protestar! Well, that was very uncalled for by Indy Harwell. Indy Harwell did what she felt was right to do. Well, here comes the United States champion. What is on the mind of our new United States champion? You know, everyone likes talking about fighting champions. Everyone likes to talk about everyone being a fighting champion around here. And everyone keeps thinking that the Protostar will not be a fighting champion. Well, I'm going to prove that to you all tonight. I'm going to prove that to you all tonight by issuing out an open challenge for my United States Championship. Wow. So whoever wants to walk down that aisle and get in the ring with the Protostar, be my guest. Well, Kyle Fletcher's putting his U.S. title on the line. Well, a gift. Well, the gift that keeps on giving. Oops, I skipped way too many times. I skipped one too many times. I wasn't paying attention. Well, is anyone gonna step up? I guess I don't blame anyone if they didn't want to step up to the Protostar. I really don't. When you take one good look at me, you probably wouldn't want to wrestle me either. Oh, come on, I don't have all day. Who's gonna step up? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God! Well, Title Man. Looks like someone has accepted Kyle's open challenge. Oh, brother. He's the ruler. It looks like the ruler is stepping up to the proto star. Oh, I don't like Kyle's chances. Oh, look at the look on Kyle's face. I think he might be having second thoughts. The ruler has accepted Kyle's presumably US Championship Open Challenge. When I said anyone, I didn't mean anyone. I only meant certain. Shut up and fight. Ring the bell. Uh-oh. On second thought, big man, these people here tonight in Washington, D.C., they don't deserve a U.S. title match. What? Well, looks like Kyle Fletcher, looks like Kyle Fletcher has decided that the U.S. title will no longer be put on the line. And Kyle Fletcher rolling out of the ring. Come on, get in here. Give me a minute. Well, look at this now. Get him back. And now Kyle obviously wanting to. Oh. The U.S. We all thought the U.S. title was going to be on the line, but Kyle Fletcher clearly has decided to say, you know what, these fans don't deserve to see a championship match. So much for being a fighting champion. So much for wanting to be a fighting champion. And now Big Oba on top of Kyle Fletcher. But this right here is definitely going to be Kyle's biggest. This is definitely going to be, well, not only Kyle's biggest chance, but also Obafemi's biggest challenge. Kyle is the United States champion. Yeah. Oba ain't beating up guys like Grayson Waller and Lexus King much anymore. He's now going to be fighting some of the big dogs, and a big shoulder tackle by Obafemi. And now Oba on the second rope, the United States champion finding himself in big trouble. Oh, but the champ avoiding the danger. So what did you think of the Lego Pokemon set I showed you? That kind of money is egregious. That's what I think of it. Nearly $700 just for Legos? That is ridiculous. And now Kyle off the top rope. Stuns Big Oba. Covers. And Obafemi had to kick at it too. This is going to be a real more bigger test for Oba. Come on, big man. And now Oba starting to fire up. And now Obafemi starting to fire up. The man who could have become United States champion, but Kyle Fletcher decided that there will be no title match. And look at this, fall from grace. Oh, wait a sec. Kyle blocked. Oh, Kyle raked the eyes. Kyle raked the eyes of the big man. Oh, and a package pile driver. Well, that was not a package pile driver. That was a butterfly pile driver. And now Kyle has over Grimstone. And there's the Grimstone Kyle driver. Over manages to kick out. Unbelievable. Over kicking at it too, and Kyle can't believe it. Kyle can't believe it. And a huge spine buster. Good grief. If there's one thing we can say about Obafemi, his moveset is all about power and intense. His power and intensity. And now Obafemi on top of the US champ. We could have been witnessing a new US champ. Oh, and Kyle Fletcher decides to roll out of the ring. And now where is he going? Oh, look at this! Oh, he's about to use a steel chair. Kyle Fletcher was about to use a steel chair, but Obafemi, you can see the desperation of the United States champion. And look at this now, Kyle trying to run away, and Obafemi chasing him. And Obafemi chasing Kyle Fletcher. Kyle wanting no part of big Obafemi, but I can't say I blame him all that much. Oh, and Kyle with a shoulder tackle. And now the back and forth strikes. And a super kick. Kyle trying to stun big Obafemi, and the referee's called it and the referee has waved this matchup off. It's a double count out. The referee's waved this off. It's a double count out. Kyle Fletcher trying to get away from the big man. Oh, and a steel chair right to the back. And Kyle Fletcher with the steel chair right to the back of big Obafemi. And Obafemi back into the ring as Kyle Fletcher looking to leave through the crowd. Wait a minute. There's LA Knight. And LA Knight just grabbed the US champion and he's throwing him back in the ring. What the hell are you doing? LA Knight throwing the US champ back into the ring. Oh, look at this. And Obafemi with the fall from grace to the United States champion. Remember, LA Knight still wants another match for the US title. Well, the United States champion manages to escape with his title intact. But I think Kyle may have two new challenges coming for his title. I agree. There is a Star Wars set that was released last year, and it's $1,000. Like, they're just Legos. Like, they're just Legos, man. Why do they have to be so much? And there's Drew McIntyre as he's getting ready for his match. Getting ready for his match, and it's little Bree. Nice to see you, sweetie. I just want to let you know, I do not appreciate you talking about my family last week. Oh, you don't? No, I don't. I promise you, when my husband comes back, he's gonna kick your ass. Oh, Bree, don't give me that talk. You've been on bad terms with your husband. Look at how he's been treating you and your sister. Oh, I've noticed you're missing something. Where's your TNA Tag Team titles? I guess these so-called best women's tag team in the world are not the best anymore. Just sit back and watch as I decimate Zack Ryder. Oh, and tell Birdie I said hi. Bree, no. Drew McIntyre playing mind games, and there's Matt Cardona in the ring ready for action here on Raw. Drew McIntyre is playing a dangerous game here. Absolutely, Drew is playing a dangerous game. Trying to mess with Daniel Bryan and his family. I mean, hell, I give Bree respect for wanting to get in Drew's face after what transpired after what's been transpiring between him and Daniel. But she would not want to mess with the Scottish Warrior. And his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, Drew McIntyre. Well, here comes a man who was reinstated by our interim Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff, and Drew McIntyre has been given a contract, a brand new contract. Yeah, he's been given a brand new contract where it's ironclad. I guess you could say it's ironclad, where he has to be treated better, and also he's now immune from being fired with that brand new contract that Eric Bischoff gave him. So that means no matter how badly Daniel Bryan wants to fire Drew McIntyre for his actions, he now no longer can, because of that ironclad contract that Eric Bischoff just gave him. And now Drew McIntyre. And now Drew, who's been on a warpath over the last several weeks. He took out Daniel Bryan at the Survivor Series. He beat the hell out of the original Bloodline. Roman Reigns is out of action indefinitely. The Usos got taken out. We don't know when Roman will be healthy again. Oh, after the vicious attack from Drew McIntyre. The Usos have also been taken out indefinitely. We don't know when they will be back after Drew decimated them last week. And now an air raid crash, and Matt Cardona kicks out. Well, Drew McIntyre is underestimating Matt Cardona. He's just having a lot of fun with the guy. But in my opinion, he's not the kind of guy you want to underestimate. This guy's a former Intercontinental Champion and a former United States Champion. But that was when he was known as Zack Ryder. This is Matt Cardona, the so-called Indie God. And now Cardona going for the legs of McIntyre. Good strategy. A good strategy by Cardona. And look at this. Looking for a neck breaker, but Drew again in full control of the situation. Oh, and a clothesline. And a clothesline. McIntyre just having his way with Matt Cardona. Where's your OTC now? Oh, look at this. Drew McIntyre putting the ones up. Drew McIntyre putting the ones up. Trying to rub salt in the wounds on Roman Reigns. And now Cardona. Oh, and gets Claymored. And that will be it. A dominant win for McIntyre. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Here's your winner, Drew McIntyre. A pure dominant victory for Drew McIntyre here tonight. Well, this is exactly what I guess this is the better treatment that Drew McIntyre had been craving for. Well, I guess this is the better treatment that Drew McIntyre has been asking for. And now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no. Drew McIntyre is not done with Matt Cardona, and now he's got the steel steps. Oh my God! And he just hit Cardona with the steel steps. Drew McIntyre, come on! You won the damn match, Drew. You don't need to do this. Oh no, now Drew's got a steel chair. And now Matt Cardona bleeding. Oh no, 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 no. No, don't do this. He's put the steel chair around his neck. Oh no, don't do this. No! Oh my God! The steel steps! While the chair was wedged around the neck of Matt Cardona. Oh my God, someone get out here and stop this! Hey, come on, break it up! Break it up, Drew! Drew McIntyre with a vicious and heinous assault on Matt Cardona. Oh, wait a minute, there's Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green checking on her husband to see if she's okay. See if he is okay. This was an absolute mugging. Oh wait a minute! Oh come on now, Drew! No, no, not again! And now a future shock on the steps. Come on, come on, guys! Stop this! Come on, back off! Back off, Drew! Come on! This will be you, Daniel, if you ever come back! Matt Cardona has just... Stay home with your kids, Daniel! Drew McIntyre with a vicious and heinous assault. Chelsea Green, the wife of Matt Cardona, obviously concerned. And Drew McIntyre loving what he has done. Hi Eric, Roxanne Perez, big fan. How's your back? Sore, but it's good. Call me the chosen one, Eric. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. You are the chosen one, Roxanne. Look, Roxy, I do remember Teddy Long booking you in a title match against Simone or Ava. Yeah, I want nothing to do with that. Well, don't worry. You won't have to worry about defending your title because I have changed it to a tag team match. You will be teaming with Indy Hartwell to face Ava and Mina Shirakawa. Finally, someone with some decency around here. Because we all know Ava doesn't deserve a shot at my title. I agree. I do agree, but however, if Ava does beat you in tonight's tag match, then you will have to defend your title against her. That's fine. With Indy by my side, we won't be losing. You know what, Eric? I won't tell Patrick on you. Stop playing with the chairs, John Cena. And here comes Ava. The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Miami, Florida, she is the fourth generation superstar, Simone. And here comes Simone, ready for tag team action. She teams with Mina Shirakawa to take on Netflix champion Roxanne and Indy Hartwell. And her tag team partner, Mina Shirakawa. Well, it's been a while since we've seen Mina Shirakawa here on Raw. She's been having visa issues, but she is back and she's ready for tag action. It is Mina time here on Monday Night Raw. Eyes up until they all fall down. Eyes up tonight, Prodigy. And their opponents first. She is the Netflix champion, the Prodigy, the chosen one, the face of Netflix, Roxanne Perez. Oh, Roxanne Perez ready for tag action. And you can honestly tell she feels happy that finally there was a GM who felt that Roxanne didn't have to defend her title tonight. Oh, Roxanne, the Netflix champion. And her tag team partner, being accompanied by the juggernaut Jordynne Grace from Melbourne, Australia. She's the woman with a heart that won't quit, Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell, we saw her earlier with Jordynne Grace. They beat up Harley Cameron, all because Harley Cameron decided to dedicate a song to the career of Indy Hartwell. Well, look, that was not funny. Let's make that perfectly clear. What Harley did was not funny, and it was certainly not entertaining. Well, I certainly don't agree. And I don't think the WWE Universe agrees with you either, Graves. Well, here we go. And Roxanne immediately tagging to Indy Hartwell. Yeah, Roxanne wanting no part of Simone, not wanting to start with Simone. And here we go, Indy Hartwell. Starting things off here with the most electrifying woman in sports entertainment, the first fourth generation superstar, Ava, now known as Simone. I know, look, I understand that Simone and Roxanne, they go a long way together. They go a long way. From the times when she was the general manager of NXT, even the assistant GM on SmackDown with Nick Aldis. But you know damn well, Simone purposely moved herself over to Raw just to torment Roxanne. You know she purposely moved herself over to Raw just to mess with Roxanne. Well, Ava did it. Well, Ava has admitted that was the reason why she did it. She wants to make sure that Roxanne can never escape her. Mina Shirakawa, who was brought up from NXT to the main roster, hasn't had many opportunities to shine here on Raw, but she's definitely got a chance to do that here tonight. Well, Jordynne Grace has become a really strong sidekick to Indy Hartwell since her arrival here on Raw, and now the Netflix champion. And now the Netflix champion comes into the ring. Oh, and now Mina Shirakawa. And now Mina Shirakawa being worked on here by Hartwell and Perez. Mina. And the WWE Universe rallying for Mina Shirakawa as Indy Hartwell and Roxanne. Look at this. As Indy Hartwell and Roxanne, look at this. A 2-on-1 beatdown on Mina Shirakawa. Well, this is exactly what you would expect. This is exactly the kind of treatment you'd expect from... And now Mina started to mount a comeback, it seems, but Indy Hartwell shuts it off with a big boot. Indy Hartwell shuts down any momentum Mina was thinking. Tag made. Mina badly needs to make a tag to Ava. Perez. And now Perez grabbing the legs, trying to stop Mina from making the tag, and Mina kicks Roxanne away. Tag! Uh-oh! And now here comes Ava! And here comes Ava! And now Ava hammering away! And Simone takes out Indy! And Simone takes out Indy with a Russian leg sweep. And now Perez, and now Perez trying to roll up Simone, but Simone not allowing it. Oh, and now the Prodigy. Oh, look at this. And Roxanne in trouble here, and Simone looking to knock off the champion. And look at Jordan, and now look at Jordynne Grace. And now Jordynne Grace on the apron trying to provide a distraction. Simone was looking for the Ava bottom. And now the... Look who's back! Harley Cameron's back! And Harley Cameron just smashed another guitar over the back! Look at this! And now Harley, look at this! And Harley hits her finishing move on Indy! The finishing move on Indy! And now Ava sees her opportunity. Harley Cameron has just wiped out. Harley Cameron has just wiped out both Indy and Jordynne Grace. She has just wiped them both out. Harley Cameron getting some payback earlier tonight. And now Roxanne desperately trying to get away from Ava. Ava, and now Roxanne rolling out underneath the ring. And now Roxanne comes back inside the ring. And now Simone. And now Simone and Roxanne continue to go at it. And now Ava. Oh, and now Ava. And now Ava has the Prodigy right where she wants her. She now has the Prodigy right where she wants her. Oh no! And there it is! The electrifying! The sharpshooter! The electrifying! And Perez quickly taps! Simone has submitted the Netflix champ! Simone has just submitted the Netflix champion! Here are your winners by submission, Simone and Mina Shirakawa. Roxanne's bad back here. Roxanne's been dealing with back issues, so I can't blame her for immediately tapping out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Simone has now beaten the Netflix champion, so that means she is now guaranteed a championship match. And Harley Cameron, obviously loving what she caused. She got some revenge on Indy Harwell and Jordan Grace from earlier tonight. You don't want to feel the wrath of Harley Cameron, and Indy and Jordan just felt the wrath. Rhea, you will eradicate Isabel. Of course I will. Isabel and her little friend Mariah May think they're worthy at our titles. I plan to do that. I mean, Io, we're the best tag team in the world, and we've got these titles to prove it. There is no team that can stop us. Best team in the world, huh? Oh, Io, look. It's the Bella Twins. Yeah, you heard us. Best tag team in the world. Doesn't that sound familiar? Didn't the two of you call yourselves that? Unlike you and Io, me and Brie are family. We're sisters. And of course, we are an actual team. Yeah, you two, you're not a real team. Oh, you two have no idea who you're messing with. I can eradicate the both of you single-handedly. I'm the most dominant Australian on this roster, and Io is the best wrestler in the world. And she's the best damn wrestler in the world while being blind at the same time. Brie, you should be more worried about your husband, because once Drew is done with him, he may never walk again. So the two of you stay back here and watch us do what we do best. Isabel doesn't stand a chance. I've seen fans wanting the Bellas heel. Well, they were heel, but then Triple H decided to bring them back as faces. Well, Nikki was anyway. Nikki already was a heel. And then he decided to bring her back as a face. So no, I don't want them heels because they already were. Quit flip-flopping. I'm not a fan of the constant flip-flopping. The following contest is set for one fall, making her way to the ring, being accompanied by Blake Monroe. From Melbourne, Australia, Isabel. Well, Isabel making her way to the ring alongside her good friend Blake Monroe, as she is set for tag team, as she is set for singles action. No idea, the game's weird. I've seen this before. This is my brutality. You are a cheer, Isabel. The game is just weird. Did that fan say she looks hot? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Sean. And her opponent from Adelaide, South Australia. She's one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley. Well, for the first time ever, Isabel and Rhea Ripley go one-on-one together. Go one-on-one together. Remember, it was last week. Rhea and Io defeated Liv Morgan and Io Sky, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to remain tag team champions. And then it was Isabel and Blake saying they want a shot at the titles. Oh, you're talking about the in-game crowd, probably. Not sure what the in-game crowds say. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And now Isabel. Well, Isabel is not going to win a test of strength against the Eradicator Rhea Ripley. Well, definitely not. She's definitely not going to win in that department. And now a submission. Isabel's not going to tap out that easily. This is Isabel's first match. This is Isabel's first match since that vicious 3-on-1 attack that she received on NXT at the hands of Kelly Kelly. Well, this is what I mean. Isabel's going to have her hands full. Not only she's got this story with Ripley and Io ongoing, but now because Isabel likes getting involved in everybody's business, she's now involving herself with the whole drama with Kelly Kelly. Well, for that I don't blame her. Well, I can't blame Isabel for that, Corey. I mean, she was on commentary and she just watched Kelly Kelly and her group Mutiny tried to commit murder, tried to run down and end the life of her boyfriend, who's the CEO of this company. So I can't blame her for wanting to get involved with that whole scenario. She literally watched Kelly and her group try to run down Patrick and end his career. So I can't really blame her for that. Oh, well, I mean, look at you, Graves. You came to Carmella's aid when she got her face burned off by Alexa's fireball. And now Isabel off the top rope with a frog splash on Ripley. Hooks the leg, and Ripley managing to power out. And now Isabel, and now Isabel seemingly in control. And now Isabel in control of Ripley. Hooks the leg, and Ripley powering out again. And now Ripley rolling up. And now Ripley rolling up Isabel. But Isabel able to get free. Oh, look at this. And now Ripley again. And now Isabel again caught in another pin attempt. But Isabel kicks out. And now Ripley with a massive slam. And Ripley with a massive slam. And now a shot to the face. Isabel now trying to fight back. And now Rhea. Oh, look at this. Has Isabel on her shoulders. Oh, and drops her. And that could be it for Isabel. And Isabel manages to kick out. I'm not sure what Daphne LaShawn was thinking there. Oh, wait a minute. And now Isabel counters. Oh, a nice combination moves there by Isabel. And now Isabel starting to feel it. And now Isabel feeling it. Boom! And there's the lariat. And there's the lariat by Isabel. And turns Rhea over. Sharpshooter now locked in. The sharpshooter now locked in on Ripley. Is Ripley going to submit here? Can Isabel pull off a huge upset and force Ripley to submit? Rhea Ripley rarely ever submits. And look at the strength of Ripley. And now Ripley. Oh, man. Oh, and there's a riptide. And Rhea with the win. And Rhea with the riptide gets the win over Isabel. A valiant fight. Look at my eyes and I feel alive. Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley getting the win. Well, Isabel fought hard out there, but in the end it wasn't enough. And now Blake Monroe coming in. And now Io, look at this. And now Io attacking Blake Monroe. And now Rhea and Io. And now Rhea and Io now. And now the prism trap on Isabel. Isabel now in trouble. What do you mean it's cutting out? I can hear myself. I can check back on the stream later. And now Ripley with the prism trap, and now Io beating the hell out of Blake Monroe. This is not looking good right now for Isabel and Blake Monroe. You can look, but you can't touch. Wait a minute. You keep dreaming on the stars above. Wait a minute. Here come the Bellas. Nikki and Brie. Here come Nikki and Brie. And look at this. And Nikki and Brie fighting off Rhea Ripley and Io. Nikki and Brie now fighting off Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Nikki and Brie coming to the aid of Isabel and Blake Monroe. Oh! The Bella twins fighting off Io and Ripley, and they are now forced to retreat. The women's World Tag Team Champions forced to retreat as the Bella twins, to really the surprise of everybody, just came to the aid of Isabel and Blake Monroe. Frickin' work. Thank you. I was given a big bottle of Coke. Well, the Bella twins helping Isabel and Blake Monroe back to their feet. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, there you see her, the goddess, Alexa Bliss. She is here, and she's here to perform her Moment of Bliss talk show. The return of Moment of Bliss, and it's next. Dun 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the host of Moment of Bliss, Alexa Bliss. Well, here comes Alexa Bliss, and not getting the best reaction. Now, let's take you back to last week. I'm sorry to do this to you, Grace, but we've got to go back to last week. Alexa Bliss and Carmella one-on-one. Carmella was on the verge of victory, and then this. Alexa Bliss threw like a fireball. She did something, but she flung fire into the face of Carmella, and that allowed Alexa Bliss to hit the Abigail DDT, and then came off the top rope with the Twisted Bliss. While Carmella's face was singed, Alexa would pick up the win over Carmella. Yeah, Carmella has suffered second-degree burns from that vicious burn from that fireball. Welcome to a Moment of Bliss. Wow, this is how you're going to treat the return of the best talk show in the world? Would you rather see Ms. TV? Whatever. I don't care about you guys. But last week, as we all saw, I proved that I am the more beautiful woman than Carmella. I mean, look at Carmella's face. Her face just got burned. How could anyone be beautiful after that? We want Mella. We want Mella. We want Mella. Oh, you want Carmella? Well, I got some fantastic news for you all here tonight, because my special guest is Carmella. She's here tonight. Really, Grace? I didn't hear anything about her being here. So, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, the most ugliest woman, Carmella. Fabulous. Well, wait a minute. Here comes Carmella. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, that's not my wife. That is not my wife. That's Zelina Vega. That's Zelina Vega dressed up as Carmella. That is not my wife. This doesn't fool me or all these fans. Carmella. Apparently this is Carmella, but that's Zelina. That's Zelina. Mella is money. Wow, you people wanted Carmella and she's here. Yeah, why are you angry? Why are you all angry? I am Carmella. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Ignore them, Carmella. Come sit down. Ignore these people. Sit. You know, Carmella, last week, I do apologize for throwing that fireball in your face, but I had to do what I had to do to win. Oh, don't worry, Alexa. You were the better woman that night. You know, I even talked to Corey, and I told him that from now on, that Alexa Bliss is truly the more beautiful woman. Wow, you did? Yeah. You are more beautiful than me. Like you said, why would anyone want to think I'm beautiful after you threw a fireball in my face? You're not Mella. You're not Mella. Yes, she is. Shut up. Don't be rude to my guest. Alexa, last week when you threw that fireball in my face, I realized that I am the most beautiful woman in WWE. You are, Alexa. Why, thank you. Well, thank you, Carmella. I really appreciate it. I mean, I am far more beautiful. Just look at me. Look at me when I've got long hair. Look at you, talented, beautiful, great wrestler, a future women's world champion. That's what you are. That's what you are, a future women's world champion. Why, thank you. I absolutely appreciate it. And when can we expect you back in the ring? Shut up and let my guests talk! I don't know. I may retire and stay home with my children. And Alexa, do you know what the best thing... And Alexa, you want to know what's the best thing about all this? What's that? Having to pretend to talk like this. Oh my God, Zelina! Yeah, your girl's not here! Wait, you all thought this was Carmella? Oh, the look on all of your faces! That didn't fool me. Carmella is never coming back! That's right, because I retired Carmella, right, Zelina? Exactly. I may have lost my Rihanna Women's Championship, but I vow to get that title back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was your moment of bliss. I hope you all enjoyed. And Jamie Hayter, I'm here to let you know that when you're done with Asuka, I am next in line. I want to be Women's World Champion. And one last thing. I am entering the Women's Royal Rumble. So am I. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Yeah, that didn't have me fooled. I agree, Graves. Alexa Bliss and Zelina Vega mocking your wife. Well, I'll tell you this: when my wife comes back, she's gonna make Alexa pay. You know, and I'm a fan of Alexa, but what she did to my wife was unacceptable. Well, Alexa Bliss and Zelina Vega have really formed quite a bit of a friendship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week we can confirm this match has been made official for next week on Raw. After what transpired between Harley Cameron and Indy Hartwell, that match is going to happen next week. Indy Hartwell's going to feel the wrath of Harley Cameron next week. Harley and Indy, one-on-one. That's going to be great. But also next week, it'll be Brie Mode in action next week. She'll go one-on-one with the genius of the sky, Io. It'll be Brie and Io next week. That is going to be fantastic. Excuse me, Charlotte. I know things have not been going your way, especially with Becky Lynch. Have you been talking to Becky Lynch? You know, I've been trying to get the hold of her, but I just can't seem to, you know, I don't know if she deleted my phone number or anything. But, oh, there you are. Hey, Bex. Hey, Charlotte, what? Did you just come out of the Vision's locker room? Hey, I'm talking to you. Charlotte, it's none of your business. I was just having a talk with my husband. Now get out of my face. Hey, we're friends. I'm trying to work this out with you. I know why you're upset. I completely get it. Do you, though? Do you understand why I'm upset? Or are you just trying to replace me with Alexa Bliss because you lost your friend? I told you. It's not your business. Wow. Well, the situation between Becky Lynch and Charlotte continues to develop. It seems like Becky may be finally giving in to her impulses and maybe joining the Vision. She came out of the Vision's locker room. But now it's time for our main event here on Raw. Cody Rhodes goes one-on-one with the WWE Champion, Ethan Page. The following contest is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, he's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and Ethan Page going to go one-on-one here in our main event here on Raw. Well, Cody Rhodes has a chance to earn a shot at the WWE title. He wants to get an opportunity at the title. He's going to have to beat Ethan Page to do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've just received breaking news. Eric Bischoff has given Asuka her rematch at Jamie Hayter and the Women's World Championship, and that is going to take place on the final Raw of Season 12. Oh man, that is going to be great. And introducing next, he is the WWE Champion, Ethan Page. Well, Ethan Page has not had the best of luck since he's become WWE Champion, but tonight he's got a chance to really stick it to his haters. With a victory here over Cody Rhodes. Yeah, victory over Cody Rhodes here could really solidify Ethan's position on top of the card and a worthy WWE champion. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Shut up! And Ethan Page obviously not a big fan of the chant, obviously. And get the hell out of the way, ref. God, these refs just know how to get in the way. And now Cody and Ethan, car and elbow tie up into the corner. Oh, and look at that. And now Ethan Page with a cheap shot. This is a big match for Ethan Page. Yes, he didn't beat CM Punk. Yes, he didn't win War Games. But tonight, Ethan can finally prove that he is well deserving to be WWE Champion. Well, so far, a lot of people think that Ethan's undeserving as champion because he's been losing more than he's been winning as champion. Well, that's just bad luck. But Ethan's got a chance to turn that luck around here tonight. He's been beat by CM Punk twice. He got pinned by Roman Reigns in a tag team match. But speaking of Roman Reigns, you just got told that he was out indefinitely, right? Yes. Then what does that mean for the Fatal 4-Way at Saturday night's main event? If Drew McIntyre has taken Roman out indefinitely, doesn't that mean he should be removed and the match should now be made a triple threat? You know, you could be right there, but that is really if Roman can get himself medically cleared in time of Saturday night's main event. But also, that could be Cody Rhodes' gain. If he can beat Ethan Page, then he could, insert himself. He could insert himself to the match to replace Roman. And now Ethan Page feeling it, but Rhodes counters with a DDT. Rhodes counters with a beautiful DDT and a beautiful disaster. And a beautiful disaster kick to Ethan Page, and Ethan manages to kick out. And now Cody Rhodes senses victory. Looks for the crossroads. Ethan counters. Oh, the twisted grin. And now the twisted grin. And now Ethan looking to get a victory here. Welcome. And there it is! Ego's Edge. Cody goes on the ride of Ego's Edge. And Cody kicks out at 2. And Ethan Page frustrated. And he could not secure the win over Cody Rhodes. And now Ethan Page dragging Cody Rhodes into the corner. Shot to the head. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice counter by Cody Rhodes. Oh, that's new. Never seen that before. Nice counter by Cody Rhodes. Beautiful counter by Rhodes. Cody cutter. And there's the Cody cutter. Hooks the leg to pin the champ, and Ethan kicks out. And now look at this, looking for the crossroads again, but Ethan Page able to get free. And now Ethan, and now Ethan sees it, and now Ethan sees his chance here. And now we're back, and now we're back and forth. And now we're back and forth here. Ethan Page, gets caught. Ethan Page gets caught. Oh, look out! Crossroads, and that could be it. And now the crossroads. Cody looking for the victory, and ding 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 ding. Aleister Black, where the hell did he come from? Aleister Black. Just black mass Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody was about to go for the pin, and Aleister Black causes the disqualification and just lays out Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes wins this match by disqualification. Aleister Black has just flattened Cody Rhodes. And look at this. And Aleister with another Black Master Rhodes. Well, it looks like Aleister is not done with Cody yet. This ain't over until I say it's over. No man is ever truly good. Well, Aleister Black, you heard Aleister tell Cody, this ain't over until he says it's over. Well, Aleister Black has returned, and it looks like his issues with Cody Rhodes are still far from over. Remember, it's not over until Aleister says it is.